What is up, guys? Welcome back to another market update and welcome back to the Ace Crypto YouTube channel. So it's an interesting one. We are still over the 1 trillion in the market cap there. So not a massive amount has happened, but it's obviously been very interesting over the past couple of days. Namely, you there, Mr. Solana. You there. We will get into the Solana mishaps anytime in the next couple of minutes. So $22,637 Bitcoin. So we have gone down. But just show you the chart quickly on the 5 minutes. You can see there that we are dropping substantially. It's not looking that good at the moment, I gotta be honest. But it is what it is at the moment. So we are definitely dropping below this support here. Hopefully making a new support down the bottom. Oof, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. As you can see, the moving averages are coming down. There's no death cross happening as of yet, so that's something. Let's just jump onto a different time frame so we can see what is going on. Let's do the 1 hour. See what's going on with the 1 hour. Let's get this a bit more like we can see it. Yeah, as you can see there, we're probably going to drop. There's death cross there, as you can see, which would indicate a little bit of a drop down. And it pretty much has. So you went up a little bit from here and came straight back down. So we've had a low, we've had a lower low there, and then we've had a low. So I do expect this to drop to this support here. And it's probably going to be trading within these ranges over the next couple of hours, I would imagine. It doesn't look like there's a lot going on. I don't know where my RSI has gone. It suddenly disappeared. But if I could look at it, I would imagine there's not a lot of money flow coming into Bitcoin at the moment. So we did try and hit over the 24Ks just a few days ago, but we haven't been able to keep over it for very long. As you can see there, it's a big old resistance for us, this one. This ended up being a resistance as well, so now we drop in, and this was the new support. But now we seem to have broken this support. We might make this one a support and this one a resistance instead. So what do I see the next 24 hours? I see a bit of crabbing, a bit of consolidation, and a bit of sideways movement. No, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one. So Ethereum, $1,591 today, down 1.5% over the hour and 7% over the week. So we are down just a little bit for Ethereum. Let's jump on down the list, see what else we can spot. So we got XRP at number 7. He was number 6 just the other day, but obviously BUSD has overtaken it with the market cap, because BUSD is absolutely amazing, and Binance in general is absolutely amazing. I'm a big believer in Binance. XRP, 36 cents today. Yeah, 36 cents. Cardano still under 50 cents. So there is some staking things going on about Cardano recently. So that's pretty interesting for you ADA supporters. Something to do with your ADA tokens instead of just watching them in the wallet. Solana down to $38. Now, we will go through the Solana hack. It has been a very interesting one, and we'll go through exactly what has been going on and what has actually happened. Polkadot, just under $8. We will get a lower price on Polkadot, and I will be picking some of that up. Matic, I think when that drops a little bit more. Avalanche, I'll be picking up as well. I like AVAX a lot. Really interesting. Moving down, Ethereum Classic gone straight back down to where he was over the last couple of weeks. We did have a little bit of a pump, I think it was about a week and a half ago, because of all the Ethereum Classic fans basically saying this is the place to mine Ethereum now, you know, instead of the mainnet, essentially. So what we're looking at, Crow, not a massive fan of Crow still, if broken promises with their debit cards, you know. Chainlink, bullish to the moon on Chainlink, a very massive fan of Link. Algorand, do you know what? ApeCoin, though. ApeCoin, I do feel like ApeCoin's going to do some good things in the future. I really do. With all the collaborations they have in, you know what I mean? This Gucci collaboration where they're actually accepting ApeCoin in Gucci shops. Looking very bullish for ApeCoin, I gotta be honest. Filecoin, I'm a massive fan of. I like the utility of Filecoin. It's not just another crap layer 1, layer 2 exchange token. It's got a utility, you know, storage. I like it. So let's jump on to crypto bubbles really quickly, and as you can see there, Flow is the biggest one at the moment. So Flow, if we just look here, what have we got? We haven't even got a max supply. We've got a total supply though, so that's just what's out at the moment. On the Ethereum blockchain, what we got? 500 million in volume, which is good volume in the last 24 hours. So we did just have a really big raise up. So if I go to the all, where was this pump? It's minor compared to where we have been. So $40, we're at 250 now. Anyway, let's actually get into the utility of Flowcoin. So Flow is a fast, decentralized, and developer-friendly blockchain designed as the foundation for a new generation of games, apps, and digital assets. Where does it say this? Flow is the only layer 1 blockchain originally created by a team that has constantly delivered great consumer blockchain experiences. I mean, not a massive fan of this. It's just another layer 1 by the sounds of it. Like CryptoKitties, Dapper Wallet, NBA Top Shot, like rubbish. Like absolute rubbish. I'm sure they say at some point as well that it's not actually a blockchain. They say it somewhere in here. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan. It's just another layer 1. Like, ooh. Like we haven't got enough layer 1s out there at the moment, you know? Is the only layer 1 originally created by a team that has constantly delivered great consumer blockchain experiences. What does that even mean? That's just fanny in you. That is literally just fanny. A lot of waffle. I personally, not financial advice, don't think Flow is a very good investment in my honest opinion. But that's just me, guys. That's just me. So what's this MV? Oh my god, he's just disappeared. We're going to go over it anyway. It does that from time to time. I think it's reevaluating the price. Anyway, this is the coin that we were just looking at. MV has gone down a lot over the past 24 hours. As you can see, 24%. What are we in terms of tokens? 2 billion tokens. Oh my god, that's quite a landslide on that chart, isn't it? Oh my god. Let's go to the all-time, see what we can see. So we got all-time of $1.60, 23 cents. There's not much really in it. Bloody hell. Hold on 2 seconds. It does this from time to time. There we go. Let's scroll on down and see what we can see. If it even says what it is. Kenso Kishi. Online Meta World, or Genzo for short. Okay, cool. Is a DeFi metaverse incarnation of the award-winning Nintendo Switch game. Oh, okay, interesting. The iconic game has 14-year history, accumulated a total of 8 million downloads worldwide. Yeah, but is that for Elemental Knights or for your game? That's what I'd like to know. It already has a MMORPG game with active users. Okay, seems like a metaverse project. It doesn't look massively interesting to me. Metaverse has 13-year history. Well, no, the game has 13-year history. The metaverse doesn't have that much, obviously. Development, first transfer. Okay, seems interesting enough, but not worth my money at the moment. I gotta see something more interesting come out about metaverses in really. So we got Trust Wallets pumping nicely there. I mean, I like Trust Wallet. I think it's interesting. I think it's a good wallet to use if you are interested in finding out some other wallets. It's a good one to use. FTM, also interesting. Engine coin is pumping as well. So Engine obviously is the type of metaverse play, you know, gaming coin metaverse play. But everything else is looking quite bad at the moment. It's ETH Classic there, DOT is down, Crow is down, all the good ones are down. But it looks like XRP is down 2%. But 2% isn't a lot on the grand scheme of things. So we've already done the charts. As you can see, we've been over these already. We are dropping. Let's just check on the 5 minutes to see if we are dropping further. Starting to consolidate a little bit. Starting to consolidate like I thought, and we're probably going to be sideways in moving through this over the next couple of hours. So let's move on to the first bit of news. Now this is an interesting one. Coinbase and Blackrock partnerships. You heard that right, Blackrock and Coinbase. So if you don't know who Blackrock are, they're an investment management company, the biggest in the world realistically. $10 trillion in assets as of January 2022. Larry Fink is the CEO or the manager or whatever you want to call it. Owned by Larry Fink is the chairman. So, you know, we don't like BlackRock. We do not like BlackRock at all, but BlackRock has money. BlackRock has so much money, it is incredible. They are one of the richest firms in the world. Literally one of the richest companies on the planet. So if you just look over here real quickly, this basically is going to be giving ETFs, or basically bitcoins, to the institutional clients. So this is a right interesting one for Coinbase. Very, very interesting. Up 18%, which is very, very good. You know, and that's on a stock, guys. That's a stock. That's not a coin. That's a stock. 18%. So basically what they're going to be doing, which will see the company's prime offering to become available to clients of BlackRock's portfolio management platform for institutional investor Aladdin, short for Asset Liability Debt Derivative Investment Network. Aladdin. Quite cool name. I like the name. So yeah, basically what they're saying, our institutional clients are increasingly interested in gaining exposure to digital assets. So my issue with all this is for the past 2, 3, 5, 6 years, all these companies like BlackRock and such have been saying is cryptocurrency is a rubbish investment, you know, it's all going to go to zero. And now we're obviously seeing a big influx of money coming, big money coming into cryptocurrencies. So this is bullish to the moon, guys. This is very, very, very bullish. The fact that institutional institutional investors can now obviously invest in Bitcoin as they see fit is very, very bullish for the future of Bitcoin itself. So this is a very similar article talking about a similar thing. So 10 trillion BlackRock partners with Coinbase, offering Bitcoin trading to institutional clients. Pretty much the same thing, using the Aladdin thing. I like the idea. I like the name Aladdin. I think that's pretty cool what they've done there. So it's basically going to combine Coinbase Prime and BlackRock's, what do they call it? BlackRock's Aladdin system. It's basically going to combine those together. So yeah, both Aladdin and Coinbase Prime access to services provided by both platforms. So I do think this is very, very bullish for the crypto industry in general. So I would like to see a little more about what is actually going on behind the scenes with this one, especially since Coinbase apparently, quotation marks, are listing securities. So very, very interesting by them. I wouldn't be buying AMP anytime soon because a lot of exchanges are delisting AMP, so if you do own some AMP, now would probably be a good time to sell off. We did have a bit of a pump the other day, so if you did sell then you're probably in good stead for the rest of the year, because obviously I think they are going to start delisting AMP from a lot of different exchanges. So moving on to the infamous Solana hack. So it wasn't actually a Solana hack. What it was a wallet attack. Now I know a lot of people thinking, but it's actually a wallet. See, total wallet in the hacker's wallet. So basically, most exploited wallets in the attack. So it wasn't specifically the Solana blockchain, but you try telling the Solana haters that. They don't want to hear it. They do not want to hear it. All they want to hear is Solana's rubbish. I told you. Yeah, from the Phantom, Trust Wallet, Soulflare, and Slope wallets. It was a lot of money. Data scan, Sol scan data indicates the attack stole Sol and other tokens, USDC, USDT, and USDC. USDC accounts for almost 45% of the total stolen, yeah. So USDC, obviously Coinbase's stablecoin, was one of the biggest stolen. So was UST, because they're stablecoins and people tend to store them in wallets. But Solana was the biggest thing that was robbed. So it wasn't actually Solana's fault. It was nothing to do with the security of the blockchain. It was mostly to do with the wallet security. So it is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is. Trust Wallet barely acknowledged that the hack happened, while hackers siphoned hundreds of thousands of dollars out of his crypto wallet. The Binance-owned wallet maker shared a security tip as part of the giveaway program. Ooh, okay, promotion. Soulflare decided that it knew about any issues with the wallet. It did warn not to migrate. Your phrases anyway, right, gotcha. Slope said it's working on the issue. Well, at least Slope said something. Phantom said it was coordinating with other teams to investigate what happened. So, this is very interesting, but like I said, this is not Solana's fault. It's more of a wallet problem than anything else. And we've seen so many of these hacks over the past couple of months. You know, the Ronin hack, that was through Axie Infinity. There's been a few other ones. I went through one last week. I can't remember what it was from the top of my head, but there was another one last week as well. So this is another interesting one. Senators and investors want the CFTC to regulate crypto instead of the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. So, the Commodities and Future Trading Commission, which sounds more like where cryptocurrencies should be, regulated, essentially. That seems like a better place to for regulations. You know, we already know cryptos are not securities. They're not commodities either, but they're more closely related to property at the moment, which a lot of big investors and big governments are starting to see. So that's a really interesting one. So this is very bullish for cryptocurrencies in general. As you know there, as I made a video about it a couple of days ago, Gary Gensler, who is the SEC chairman, is facing a lot of pushback from the crypto industry. Basically, he's being told to F off. There's a petition out there signed by almost 24,000 people. I don't know what it is on now. You can find that on change.org if you do want to vote Gary Gensler out. But yeah, that's basically what's happening on this one. So he's not particularly... we don't like Gary Gensler. He's done a lot of dirty things under the table, and now he thinks he can just come in and regulate cryptocurrencies how he sees fit. I'm sorry, Gary. That's not how the world works, mate, you know? That's not how the world works. Moving on, Portuguese banks shut down accounts of crypto exchanges. So this is an interesting one. Banks are just shutting down the accounts of crypto exchanges, essentially, and they're not telling anybody why, essentially. They're literally just closing them up and not telling. Well, there's no official explanation. Some banks just tell us they don't want to work with crypto companies. I mean, with all this BlackRock stuff coming in, I see this as a thing of the past. Banks, are they going to be, crypto is going to be a thing of the future, and it already is a thing of the future, guys. So, we already know what's going to go on. Severe crypto-related accounts have been shut down in countries like Nigeria without reason. Yep, this is happening all over the world, but it's going to get less and less common as regulation comes in. And obviously, thanks to a bit more from the Commodities Futures and Trading Commission, we might see a little more influx there. Instagram rolling out NFTs globally, so this is just Mark Zuckerberg trying to push Meta as far as he can, because obviously Mark Zuckerberg owns Instagram. 100 countries, it's pushing it further. Tech giant has also launched integrations with Coinbase Wallet, Dapper Labs, and Flow Blockchain. Didn't we go through Flow? Oh, okay, now I get why Flow is pumping. Right, that makes bloody sense, doesn't it? Doing it just. Right, so they got a partnership there. Why Flow, though? That's a very odd one to partner with. Why not something like, Polygon, for instance, that actually has some interesting things being built on it, Flow blockchain, like I said, I don't see a lot for. I could do a little bit of look into it, but who knows? Meta announced Instagram will start testing NFTs in its stories section with the help of the augmented platform. Huh? An AR? That's very odd. Yeah, I don't know what Mark Zuckerberg's doing, to be honest with you. Spending too much on its dubious metaverse ambitions. Now, a lot of people are saying this. A lot of people, Vitalik Buterin included. So I like to see NFTs in more places, but I still see NFTs as a bit of a cash grab from a lot of different places. Don't get me wrong, there's some utilities out there for NFTs, but I want to see more utility. What have we got next on the agenda? Ethereum-based transactions. Yes, this is an interesting one. Could become cheaper. So, as you can see there, with the Bored Ape land sale, $200 transaction fees, and now we're down to about $3. Now, take this with a grain of salt, guys, because I'm not too sure if there's actually $3 Ethereum fees at the moment. So, I don't really know on this one. I don't know why it's obviously. Indeed, as of August 22, the network recorded its lowest average transaction fees. Okay. Transaction is peaked in May. $200, obviously, with the Bored Ape Yacht Club land sale. Crazy. Drop in transaction to drive ETH adoption. The drop in transaction fees is relief for Ethereum network after the community previously raised concerns over the fee that was considered prohibitive. Okay. Consequently, the low fees are likely to drive the adoption of the network in sectors like decentralized finance and non-fungible tokens. The low fees are likely to drive. Yeah, I suppose it would be really, because more people are able to use the network because it's much cheaper. So people are going to be minting NFTs, selling NFTs and using DeFi protocols. So I understand where they're coming from with this. And obviously we got the anticipation of the ETH 2.0 merger coming soon. And the last thing we have, Americans' interest in cryptocurrencies drops 30% in 2020. Well, that's obviously because we had a massive bull run up in 2021, and now nothing's really happening. We're down in the 20s, so a lot of people are basically looking away from cryptocurrencies, which is the worst thing you can do. Which is the worst thing. When it's dropping by 80%, that's when you want to buy, guys, not look away. So, we are going to the moon again, guys. Do not fear, because we will be going there again. Like, we're here for a reason, guys. We know what the future holds, and it's cryptocurrency based. We can all see it. Like with Israel stopping all the cash being used and using the digital currencies. This is how it's going to happen, guys. Like, you're not going to be able to spend over a certain amount for a certain amount of things, maybe over $1,000. You have to pay like £1,000 English or dollars, or you'll have to pay with cards and, digitals and, So that's where it's coming in the future. But thank you very much for joining me today, guys. I will be live on the TikTok in roughly over an hour. So if you do want to join me over there and ask me questions to my face, you're more than welcome to do that. We go live roughly at 7 o'clock every other day. Or it's going to be 11 a.m. Does depend on obviously what type of day we is. But make sure you're logging on and following and subscribing and all those other good things. And obviously the Twitter as well. So we're very, very active on Twitter recently. So Twitter is a fantastic place for you to find all some hidden gems and some interesting threads on coins. So I definitely would suggest getting a Twitter account. You don't have to follow me, guys, but just follow all the people that I'm following, and you'll soon be clued up as I am in the crypto industry. So moving on to the last thing, make sure you guys liking and subscribing on the YouTube. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.